Hello, everyone. My name is Carrie, and I'm interviewing Glenn J. on August 28th, 2020, for the WiC Oral History Project. This interview is being conducted and recorded in a private Discord chat. The recording will be made available for anyone interested on the Black Dragons Discord in the Oral Histories channel. Thank you for joining me today, Glenn.
Thank you for having me.
I am glad to have you here. How do you pronounce your in-game name? And why did you choose this name for yourself?
My in-game name is pronounced Glenn J, and I chose it because I lack a, how should I call it? Imagination. It's been my in-game nickname for 15 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I went through Electrode, Electrodux, and a lot of stuff like that, like electric stuff.
Okay.
But I could never find anything that really suited me. So then I just went with my real name.
Oh, okay.
It would be a hell of a lot more fun if my name was Frank or anything, but it's not.
As long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters.
Hey,
So,
I can always remember it.
there you go. There you go. So when did you start playing the game?
Oh, I guess April last year?
Okay, so you started playing early on, yeah.
Yeah.
And what made you first start playing the game? What got you interested in it?
Of course the series.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was on Reddit and just saw a commercial about it. Although it's nothing like the commercial, and I complain about that a lot to the developers, but
How is it different?
well, for instance, they were like, oh, you can equip this and this on this commander and then have someone else with another equipment and then something. Like level 50 castle? And stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's nothing like that in the game.
Okay.
They have since taken away the advertisement.
Well, glad they fixed that then. Do any other family members or real life friends play with you?
I had a friend named Cloud join, and I have a cousin that played it in the beginning. But he stopped because it was boring for him, and that's okay.
Yeah, Cloudbringer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was a real life friend. Okay.
Oh yeah, he lives in my town. He's often there for coffee and asks about updates for the game.
I gotcha. And what was it like playing with somebody that you knew in real life?
We had more to talk about. Like, not that we ever need something more to talk about. We have been childhood friends since second grade or something.
I gotcha.
Yeah. No, he had fun for a while, and then he got so busy with renovating his apartment and stuff that now he's not coming back, sadly.
Okay.
But that's okay.
I was happy to have him with us for a while.
Yeah, he had fun.
So you started in April of 2019.
Yeah.
What was your first kingdom?
K11.
K11 was your first kingdom?
No, K9. No, sorry, this is K11.
I was like, really?
Kingdom 9.
K9.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I had a level.
I was like, I didn't know that about you. Okay, so K9
Yeah,
makes
no.
more sense. And what was it like when you first started playing?
A mess. Well, less of a
Elaborate,
mess than
please.
it's now, because now there's just new events all the time. You don't have a break or anything.
Right.
But when I first started, I remember I was invited to my alliance,
Uh-huh.
my old one.
Do you remember the
Uh,
name of it?
I think my mind has blocked it because right now I'm standing still. Do you remember what alliance I came from?
Well, you
Dragon Rider. I know we renamed it to Dragon Riders.
are you talking
But
about your first alliance? I don't know that. I
it
don't think
was
you ever
the
told me.
only one. I only been in one other than Black Dragons.
BFY?
BFI was it? Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm like, really? I thought for some
Yeah,
reason you were in
I
another
joined that
one.
alliance as a super noob, and the dude that was like the alliance leader, he just told everyone how to work the game. He was
Oh, okay.
super rude, but it was okay. We learned the game, and then he went off to do with the biggest alliance of the time, and it started attacking us.
What alliance was that?
I don't remember the name, but they were the biggest one.
Are you talking about ECL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinneston's
Yeah.
alliance at the time. He started attacking us alone. Like, this was not an alliance thing. He just decided, okay. He was so tired of, he did not want to try and teach people the game.
Who were we
So he
talking
just,
about?
hmm?
Who are you talking about?
The last leader of the BFI.
Oh, okay.
And he was a leader for them for 2 weeks, and then he just gave it to me randomly.
Oh,
So
I
I was
got
put
you.
in a situation I had no clue how to handle at the time, but I did my best. I've seen a lot of good friends come and go through being a leader. But he basically started attacking us just because he knew, we are a bunch of noobs and it was easy resources and stuff like that.
Okay.
Up until we just decided to, okay, let's just launch an all-out attack. Even if it was suicide, he backed off. He actually respected that we tried.
Hmm.
He was like twice as big as all of us together. So yeah, and since that day, I did my best to keep BFI together as a relaxed and teaching experience for people.
Okay.
And a lot of people stayed because of that.
Tell me a little bit more about that alliance then.
We were quite small in the beginning. We had our first alliance with 6W6, or was it W6W? I don't remember. We had our first alliance with them where we just like was because both of us were small, so we decided let's not attack each other. We were close by, and then they all of a sudden moved, and we were alone for I think about a month or two after that.
Okay.
Where we started growing and growing and learning more about the game and new events that came. And then we got hunted down by, the Swedes. I don't know, the second highest alliance, not Kinneston's, but the other.
Well, it was ECL and ECS were a family.
Well, it was before they became ECL and ECS.
Are you talking about Lue? Lue?
Yeah.
Because that was before it was even ECL, because...
Yeah, it was before ECL.
Okay.
Kinneston's alliance before ECL was something else also. I just don't
Yeah.
remember the names.
I don't remember the name of Kaina's original alliance, but there was Lue, which was run by Lun, and then Kaina's
Yeah.
alliance, and then they merged together to make
Yeah.
like one mega alliance.
Lund's people started attacking us because
I
our
gotcha.
old alliance leader started melting them off and saying that we were behind it.
Oh boy.
So we were on the run. Yeah, he was a...
Okay.
Yeah. So when we then ran, we all of a sudden, we just chose a new area to place. And we hadn't checked a lot around us, just, there's no big alliances around there. Okay. I had
Where
a few
was this?
good co-leaders that helped a lot.
Where did you
And-
settle? You're saying you moved.
I gotta look at the map because it was near, and I put away everything so I wasn't gonna get distracted. Yeah, I get easily distracted.
It's all good. It's all
I
good.
have ADD, so.
It's all good. Do you remember
That's
approximately
weird.
where on the map?
Oh, I know exactly where it was because
Okay.
I just need to find out what it was named.
No worries.
So as soon as Game of Thrones wants to load,
Well, I have the
Okay.
map open if you want me to look. Was it near King's Landing?
it was near Mount Cailin.
Oh, you were at Moat Cailin? Okay.
Yeah, just south of Mount Cailin at the when you see the two rivers go north.
Yes.
Yes, we were south for that.
So you were near like Greywater Watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where we just realized that we placed ourselves next to W6W again.
It was meant to be. Okay.
Apparently, because right next to them again, there was some French people that it was a totally French alliance. They did not speak English, any of them.
Okay.
And they started attacking W6W. And they messaged us saying, hello, welcome, you found us, haha, and like all stuff like that. And then we just talked back and forth, and then we decided, okay, let's help them out, because we were bigger than them again, than the French.
Okay.
So we annihilated the French, and then after that decided, okay, let's merge. And that was when BFI went from, I don't remember what the first name was, but we went into the name of Dragon Riders.
Okay.
Yeah, but we kept BFI because it was known already.
Okay.
And after that, we grew, and then right before Christmas, I had started some new medicine for pain, which made me basically not suited to be a leader.
Okay.
I just delegated everything off, and I took care of internal affairs, basically, if someone had a problem with each other. And it all went downhill from there. There was some disagreements and stuff like that, and then I decided I would just give them the leadership, and as soon as I had the alliance coins for it, I would transfer. And that's when Aelia asked me if I wanted to join you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and at the same time I asked for room for the friends that wanted to join me.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been a chill and good time since.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about how it felt to transition back and forth between suddenly you're a regular member, then you're a leader, and then now you're back to being a regular member. What does that experience feel like? Because it's a totally different game style, right?
Oh yeah, I'm so much more relaxed now. I don't have any chores, to say it like that. I enjoyed the game more as a member than I did as a leader. Because as a leader, it's like Game of Thrones. There's backstabbing at every corner from people. That's what I figure out.
I gotcha.
So, but I never let it like make me distrust people. I trust them until I can't trust them anymore, basically. So I was very welcoming, and we took in everyone that wanted, and I did my best to try and be a good leader that could lead by example instead of being a ruthless leader that like do as I say, not as I do,
right,
kind of thing. So yeah.
Okay.
Not everyone wants that like game style, and that's okay. Some people are warriors, others are politicians, others are just taking it as it comes.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've never been much of a spender, right?
In terms of black diamonds,
Yeah.
I used to spend 200 black diamonds a month.
Okay. So, small to moderate at best, then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like I spent a lot to become the biggest right away. I still remember seeing like 3 days after I started the game, and I knew the game server was new because that's what they like. They announced that, oh, new server is open, and that was Kingdom 9.
Right.
And when you see someone with 1,000,000 points at day 3 of your gameplay, that's like, how? Today I can do it myself without spending money, but at that time it was like, how?
Yes.
I remember it was a little bit concerning, like, how, why? And then I figure out this is a pay-to-win game, and sure, people can throw as much money on the game as they want. I don't care. I play for my own pleasure, is basically what I figure out.
I gotcha. So, how do you think that has impacted the game for you? Because, like you're saying, you know, to start out, you're realizing you're already behind the curve because it's a pay-to-win game.
Yeah.
But has it really diminished much for you as since you are more of a casual player?
Well, I tried at the beginning to be a competitive player and really be at the top by reading up on stuff and figuring out how to get to the top quickly.
Right.
But when I noticed that all you had to do was spend a little more cash and someone was already 10 times as strong as you, I diminished into casual play.
Gotcha.
And sure, it's a hobby for me, so no loss.
So let me ask you this. What's your favorite part of the game?
The people.
Yeah.
Definitely the people. Yeah.
Elaborate on that, please.
All the new faces you can meet, all the fun people you can talk with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know how to elaborate on it.
No, that was great. So
Yeah.
if that's your favorite part, what's your least favorite?
The people again.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
some
Now you gotta
people-
explain. Now you gotta explain.
Yeah, no. Some people have taken it upon themselves to just make the game miserable for others.
What do you mean by that?
This is something I saw when we were smaller than all the others. When you get farmed every single day when you try to get by, this is before you had like all the diamonds you needed to buy protection or even had enough in inventory to do that.
Right.
They are kind of ruining the game for newcomers. And, well, yeah, the game could have had a protection for everyone that was under the castle level of 15, let's say it like that. But no, there are some people that really go out of their way to make others miserable. But that's not only in Game of Thrones, that's elsewhere also.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been in essentially only 2 different alliances. How would you say the personalities of the memberships have changed? How are they different? How are they the same?
They are pretty much the same. You will find the funny people in each alliance. You will find the people who, well, I can only talk about 2 alliances, but
Yeah.
I see that there's pretty much the same that's Norwegian word. Chemistry.
Chemistry. Okay, same
You
mix.
will pretty much find the same chemistry in each alliance that I've been in, at least.
Okay.
Where you have the funny people, you have the strict people, you have the people who always want to go to war, and you have those who, like, they break the rules and just don't care.
Right.
And I've seen that in both alliances. And people have different playstyles, but all in all, people are pretty welcoming to others and open to have a chat and talk.
Was that something you were surprised in finding in a war game?
Not really. This is not my first war game. I
Gotcha.
have played a few of them since I was 14. I don't remember the name, but it was like a tribal game.
Okay.
But where you could have like 20 castles. Yeah, that was a lot to keep track of.
I can imagine. Yeah. No, actually, I can't imagine. That's too much to me. So what do you think is the key to a successful alliance then?
Leadership. Leadership and the willingness of the people to follow the rules that are set. However, I have seen people who they look for alliances that they could join, for the alliances that basically are seeking people with the same mindset.
Yes.
So that's a good way of succeeding.
Okay. For you, what was the proudest moment in the game?
Oh, I really gotta think now. My proudest moment in the game.
Yeah. whether as a leadership or just as a regular member, something that you were like, wow, I did this, or we did this, or it was just something that you look back and you can't help but smile about?
There's a few moments, but proud is not the correct word. Just, well, okay, yes, proudness because you got an achievement out of it. Our first merger in BFI.
Okay.
The first time we actually stood up to the big guy. Even though it cost us a lot, it was really nice to see all of our members come together and try their best to fend off the enemy.
Right.
Also, like winning alliance versus alliance, alliance conquest, kingdom versus kingdom, stuff like that. Just there's so much because it's a team effort. I'm really proud to see that the community can come together and fight where it's needed, even though most of the time you fight each other.
Okay.
If you get what I mean.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So are there any particular people that you admire in the game? People that you look up to or that impress you? Stuff like that?
Not like that sense. No.
No?
No. Not in that sense.
Okay.
I really thought you were going to go another way with that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You tend to keep to your own thing. Were there any special moments in the game?
Yeah. Going from well, right now there's no secret that me and Aelia is seeing each other.
Yes.
It started out as enemies, if you believe it or not.
No, I didn't know this. I want to hear the background on this.
The background is like we were the biggest. Well, we were the same size, BFI and ELS.
Yes.
And we fought and fought. Well, it was not her. She was the leader and I was the leader, but it was not us who stood behind the fighting. It was the members.
Right.
And in particular, it was one of her members that always came and harassed us because he was bigger than the rest, money user. And sure, my team had alliance had a habit of mouthing off in world chat to them and vice versa.
Okay.
But me and Aelia met by me asking something in the GOT channel, the official Discord.
Okay.
Where she answered my question. And then when I had more question about it, I just messaged her privately. And then we started talking and figured out that, hey, we're pretty chill. And we became friends. We talked some more, and I don't really know the point of when it became more than just friendship. I don't remember. I don't think we can put exactly one day where that happened. It happened over time, but I'm really glad it did.
So you got married to each other in game yesterday.
Oh yeah, but don't read into that. That's just a spur of the moment.
No, but it's so sweet. It's so sweet. Like you two
I
were
just had the
at war
diamonds
at one
for it.
point.
I wanted to try. I wanted to know, does the other part also have to pay for it? No, they don't. Okay. I have the diamonds. Go for it. 80,000 diamonds. Oh.
Yeah, you owe a bunch of us a lot of cake.
Hey.
Hey.
I did invite everyone.
You didn't warn anybody.
No, I didn't know what would happen. I didn't know how it worked. I just like, oh, okay.
I'm like, you totally hooked up with my sister. What the hell? All right. So, I would say that's a special moment for you. Even if it was just a game mechanic, because now you're hitched in the game.
Yeah, and we have bonuses.
There you go. Um, I guess my last question would be, what is the one thing you want people to most remember about you? If they think about you, what do you want them to think?
Good question.
Thank you.
I don't really think about that stuff.
Well,
But if anything, that I was forthcoming and open about stuff and easy to talk to.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Glenn, is there anything else that you would like to share before we wrap this up?
Not really.
No?
I think
Okay.
I got through the most of the stuff.
Would you actually, here's one more question. Would you consider yourself a pay to win player at any point? Or is this more of like, it was kind of, I put a little bit in, but I'm more of a casual or a free to
I'm
play?
more of a I'm more of a casual free to play player because the money I spent was mostly for skins and stuff. Actually,
Really? Like troop
yeah,
skins or castle skins?
castle skins.
Gotcha.
The most money I've spent is because of the Westeros Pass, just for the
Okay.
castle skins.
I gotcha.
I haven't really used it for anything else.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for
Yeah.
taking the time to talk with me, Glenn. I really appreciate it, and
It was fun.
I will see you in game.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.